And off we go from Northwest Stadium. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone of football. It's usually reserved for the running backs, but Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in, but it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him, and he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's another carry for Barkley. Dancing past him. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
Going to the ground again on first. And he manages to find a little traction on that surge field as he fights forward for a couple. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Kate, all the data lately has taught us really clearly, sacks, negative yardage plays, they not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's going to run for it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Eagles first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
They're going option. Now he's hit, Hurts fumbles. And the Commanders pick it up. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field. Well, that right there is exactly how you kill some momentum. An early setback, no doubt, but the first time out, fumbling it away in enemy territory, that's tough.
And such a bummer, right? Because the journey was going well. You script for success, you get that ball moving, and then you're right, you just lose all sorts of momentum. Got to recapture it the next time out.
So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken 2nd in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
Kate, when you partner a relentless work ethic with elite athleticism, you get Jaden Daniels. He put on an absolute show, one of the best rookie years in the history of the game for a quarterback. And with a work ethic and speed and arm, I don't know why he would ever slow down.
They'll throw first play here with Daniels. He'll step up, and there he goes. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Good for a Washington
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That play good for 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
Offense is set, first and 10. Back to the well again. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know, what do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Probably about 7 yards on that run. Now it's going to be third down and 4.
Well, that's a case where defensively you've got to keep your eyes in the backfield and be ready if they go with that drop play. Even an extra second to react, well, it gives them room for a gain just like that.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Daniels. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's making a bid for it. And he's going to have the Washington touchdown. The Commanders get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Jayden Daniels with the touchdown. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him. Had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. To kick it away. Here's Moody. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They go play action. Here's Hurts. Diving right side. Got it. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
That is all-out effort to make the catch. Putting his body on the line. Diving for the ball. He earned that reception and some more targets in the immediate future.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. 1st down, a run with Barkley. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops. And he picked up close to 4. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Barkley again here on 2nd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
And he's going to have this one down to the 37. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
We've set it down from 37. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Escapes the defender. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First down throwing for Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. He dodged the tackle. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
The number 26, Saquon Barkley. A gain of 9 brings up second and
1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. The Commanders have an early lead. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
That is some old school brutality. An offense close to a first down, a defense that knows there's a run headed right its way. In a battle of wills, the offense gets it done.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. They're going to run with Barkley. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now second and goal.
Just everybody in the huddle on the sidelines. Sure, want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Running left, this is Barkley. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up third and goal. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Hurts now on third and goal. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that forces them to fourth and goal.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's we got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play called back.
Elliott connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. Shoots away from one. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Back out run the Commanders for their second drive of the game. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. They give here to the motion man. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play, and that's good for a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. A 28-yard pickup there. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
They'll come up on first and 10. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. No big play this time, Brock. That stop made right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second and 9 at the 25-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Daniels throwing on third. It's caught by McLaurin. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. This one set up for Daniels. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders now lead by 10. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young, Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
On is Moody for the extra point. Troubles with his snap, but he still knocks it through. And the Commanders drive their lead to 11.
14, Eagles 3. Jake Moody
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Here's Smith on the return. Escapes a defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Throw right side. Caught by Goddard. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Offense is set. This is second and 2. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's going to keep it this time. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. They go to Barkley again. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1 yard gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. More coming up from Northwest Stadium. Stick around. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Hurts now from the gun. He tucks it and takes off. Small gain down to the 46. Play made by Deron Payne.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Looking right, and he finds him. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. And he drives this into the pouring rain. Now this is a beauty of a kick. Gets headed out of bounds, no chance at a return or a touchback. They're going to mark it out at the 6. The Commanders and this running back headed back out for a new series. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their 3rd touchdown in 3 drives. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Back-to-back carries here. And this play's going to come to an end at the 27. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Kate, mean, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Another carry for it. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on 1st down. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's running with it, and he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Rolling back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. So entering the locker room, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our...
This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commanders back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Design run. Daniels will keep it. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Daniels. And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Daniels from the pistol. He's going to run for it. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied. They responded and forced a 4th down.
On 4th down, it's the veteran Tress Way who's out for the punt. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. And he dodged the tackle. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion. They'll start this one out with Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Eagles are in punt formation. Braden Mann will kick it away. Ooh, snaps a little off, but he adjusts and sends it away. And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. It looks to be at about the 17-yard line. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Daniels on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. One drawn up here for Daniels. Space past the 35. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Man in motion, out of the slot. The give now out of the shotgun. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. To throw, Daniels. Short pass caught by his tight end. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Daniels keeps it himself. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Commanders first down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now Daniels to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And this is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Commanders push their lead to 18.
Commanders 21, Eagles 3.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's brought down just inside the 25. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 3rd and long for him here. He throws a bullet to the 7. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. And 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
They've got 3 tight ends on this 1st and goal, thinking run or play action. Here's Barkley. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Leading 10 yards now as they line up at 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap for Hurts. This one's caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Need a touchdown here as they line up for 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend the play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Eagles make it an 11-point ball game.
Eagles 10.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And this gets out to the 30 before he's stopped. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels heading out for their next look on offense. And this defense, boy, just beyond frustrated this late in the game. How's a group supposed to deal with him as a passer, Brock, and dedicate the resources needed to slow down this type of day on the ground, too? So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Daniels. Throw right side is caught by Samuel. He takes this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 4 on the play.
It's a gain of 5.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
A give now from the gun. They stop him at the 39. No first yet, but they've got 3rd and very short coming up.
39-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It is the Commanders with the football and a nice lead, too, as they try to finish off this win. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. He keeps it himself. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Daniels will keep it again. And he gives himself up after a short gain. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Just a little reminder right there that he's more than a passer. They'll call his number as a runner, too, especially if the defenses don't account for him.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Daniels gonna keep it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
13 yards on the play.
Well, there's going to be a missed assignment on somebody's grade sheet tomorrow. That read option game with the quarterback, there is always a defender that's responsible for the QB. That time, QB takes advantage.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that first down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. 2nd down coming up.
Not the big play they were hoping for when you call a jet sweep, but at the very least, it got them some positive yards. Things could have easily gone backwards there.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Slot man in motion left. They give here to the motion man. And they were ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1 brings up third down and 11.
5 men out in the secondary for the Eagles on third down. They'll air it out on third. And the defender's there to knock this away, and that effort means it's fourth down.
Okay, what I love about that play, everybody can see the pass breakup, the knock away. You can see the result. What you don't see are the fundamentals. The corner's job of mirroring that route, being stride for stride, and then having the great anticipation and timing to knock it away.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Barkley. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Only took them one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. First down, and they go right back to it. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that's good for an Eagles first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Hurts on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Commanders' 46-yard line.
2nd down now, they need 7. Short side option here, he's running left. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play's not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
It's just a nice little tester for the defense to gauge how well it can account for the quarterback when he decides to run it.
The Commanders in the dime set for this 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. He's making a bid for it. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
As much as you like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. Gain of 15 there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Complete out to the right. And he'll go down here at the 16.
To number 87. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Brought in. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Hurts now from the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles now within one score in the fourth. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
So the touchdown was only a part of it, Brock. They're going to go for 2 now and try to make this just a field goal game.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try to run it in. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead. Only a field goal now.
Commanders 21, Eagles 18.
Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Samuel now to return it. Jukes away from one. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. The Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. McLaurin, the receiver, in motion left. Rolling on 1st down. Daniels. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Trying the right side. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. Gonna need more of those as they trail by a score. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often right off the jump. If you can win with your hands, if you could create space, you could get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
The Eagles into the nickel, 3rd down coming. Looking to throw. Oh, he's going to run for it. Escapes the defender. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Now the give as they set up the jet sweep. And the defense wise to that call there. Receiver wrapped up for no gain. 3rd down coming up.
That right there, Kate, that just shows the level of preparedness this defense had coming into the game. They recognized the jet sweep from the start, and they nailed it right at the line of scrimmage.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Commanders holding on to a field goal lead. First down run netted them nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. Well, not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be 4th and very long.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Their punter making his way out now. It'll be Tress Way doing the honors. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Finds the football outside. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Back to throw. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
Brings up 3rd down and
1. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Now to throw. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So score this as a win for the Commanders. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders. As with that, we sign off from DC.